Welcome to our deep dive today.
Yeah.
And we're going to be looking at some pretty cool stuff about, how your thoughts and feelings shape
Yeah.
your world.
Yeah. It's it's pretty profound stuff.
It is.
Yeah, and we're looking at these two interviews with Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Right.
And he's really an expert in this.
Yeah, he's got that blend of the neuroscience and the quantum physics and then also the practical
The
techniques.
practical, that's the important part.
Right, exactly.
He's not just
Oh,
yeah, or esoteric or
right.
yeah, just kind of out there.
Yeah.
He really tries to bring it down to earth
Yeah.
and give you things you can actually do.
And I think what's really fascinating is that he's not just talking about like manifesting a parking space,
Right.
He's really going deep into this idea of like creating abundance and even healing
Healing, absolutely.
by understanding these subconscious beliefs.
Yeah.
So,
The power of the subconscious
yeah,
is really what he's
it's huge.
trying to emphasize.
Yeah. And one of the things he says that I think is so powerful
Yeah.
is that nerve cells that fire together wire together.
Oh, that's a great one.
Isn't that?
Really makes you think
I know.
when you think about it like that.
It does. Makes you think about like what are
That's
that?
the repetition. Like what are we
What are we firing?
doing over and over again?
Yeah.
That's becoming hardwired
Yeah.
as a belief.
And it's not even necessarily conscious.
Right.
A lot of this stuff, right?
It's the unconscious beliefs.
That we're not even aware of.
That's shaping our reality.
Right. And that's what makes it so
Exactly.
to become aware of.
So we can start to change it, right?
Right.
That's the whole point,
Yeah.
is to become conscious of the unconscious.
Yeah.
So we can,
Like how much are we
Yeah.
living on autopilot,
so much of the time.
without even realizing?
Yeah, we're just running these programs that
Right.
we've developed over the years.
Yeah. And he even tells a story about this man who like totally transformed
Yeah.
his life and his wealth
Yeah.
just by asking himself,
How would a wealthy person live?
okay, it sounds a little too good to be true.
I know, but it's a great story.
How did that even work?
So he started to embody the thoughts, the feelings, the actions
Okay.
of a wealthy person.
Okay.
And so he
But did he have,
started with nothing.
and he just started acting as if,
Yeah, he started acting as if he was wealthy even though he wasn't.
wow.
And he started to change his internal state.
And then things started shifting around him.
His reality started to shift
Oh.
to match that new internal state.
Uh,
So
pretty amazing.
if it's that easy, then why aren't we all living our
Right.
dream lives?
That's the question, right?
What's holding us back?
What's holding us back?
Like,
what's the catch?
Yeah, what's the catch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he says one of the biggest things is stress.
Oh, stress.
Stress.
Yeah.
That feeling of just being constantly on edge,
Oh, yeah.
like you can't relax.
Mm-hmm.
So he says that's your body trapped in survival mode,
Right.
and it's hijacking your ability to think clearly and make positive changes.
Yeah. It's like when you're facing a deadline and your mind is
Right.
racing.
Their mind's racing.
Or you're dealing with a difficult situation and your emotions are all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even
You can't see straight.
see clearly,
Yeah.
let alone like
Visualize a brighter future.
visualize a brighter future.
So he says chronic stress
Right.
doesn't just impact our mental well-being, it also wreaks havoc on our physical health.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Like it can actually weaken your immune system
oh, sure.
and make you more susceptible to disease.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
So we're stuck in this vicious cycle where the stress keeps us from changing
Yeah.
and then not being able to change causes more stress.
Right, it's like a downward spiral. So he explains that our brains are wired to predict the future based on the past.
Oh,
It's like
interesting.
your brain is always looking for patterns.
Okay.
So if you've experienced something negative in the past,
Uh-huh.
your brain's trying to protect you
Okay.
by assuming it'll happen again.
Makes sense.
But that can trap you
Right.
in this cycle of fear and negativity.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Right.
So how do we break free from that?
So that's the big question.
Yeah.
Can we actually rewire our brains?
That's what we want to know.
That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he believes we absolutely can.
Okay, good.
And he suggests using a technique called brainwave entrainment.
Okay, brainwave entrainment. That sounds
Yeah.
kind of high tech.
It sounds a little complex,
Huh?
but it's actually a blend of ancient wisdom and modern science.
Oh, okay.
So think of it like your brain shifting gears.
Okay.
Your brain operates on different frequencies called brainwave states.
Okay.
And, they have names like beta, alpha, theta, gamma. So beta is like your get stuff done mode,
Okay.
like when you're focused and alert.
Yeah.
And then alpha is more relaxed,
Yeah.
more receptive state.
So is he saying we need to like chill out more to get our brains
Kind of, yeah.
Working for us?
In a sense, yeah.
Okay.
By learning to regulate our brain waves through practices like breath work and meditation,
Right.
we can actually shift out of that stressed out beta state
Okay.
and into a calmer, more receptive state
Got it.
where we're more open to positive change.
So we've got to find ways to relax and de-stress.
Yeah.
To rewire those thought patterns.
Exactly.
Okay. What else does he...
So he also talks about something called heart coherence.
Heart coherence.
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
So imagine your heart, not just pumping blood,
Okay.
but generating this powerful energy field.
All right.
So when your heart rhythm is steady and balanced,
Mhm.
that energy can actually influence your emotions and even help you manifest your desires.
Wait, hold on. Is he saying that my heart can actually change my
He is.
reality?
But he goes beyond the typical law of attraction concept.
Okay.
It's not just about wishing for things.
Okay.
It's about creating a state of being, a vibration that's in alignment with what you want to experience.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this, so it's not just about thoughts, it's about feelings, too.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's about creating a coherence between your heart and your brain.
Okay.
A state where your thoughts and feelings are aligned with your desires.
So how do we actually do that?
Right.
How do we create this heart coherence?
So that's a great question. That's what we'll dive into next.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Heart coherence.
Yeah.
How do we create that?
So,
It all sounds a bit mystical to me.
well, he backs it up with science.
Okay.
He's actually measured the energy of the heart
Uh-huh.
and found it can influence the brain.
Okay.
That's like our heart is sending a signal,
Okay.
a vibration that attracts our desires.
But it needs to be a clear,
Okay,
coherent signal.
got it.
And that's where managing stress comes in again.
So if I'm stressed out, my heart's signal is all over the place and the universe can't pick up what I'm putting down?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're constantly in that fight or flight mode, our hearts are sending out these erratic signals.
Right.
We need to learn to regulate those stress hormones to cultivate a state of inner peace and balance.
Okay, so less stress, more heart coherence.
Yes,
Got it.
exactly.
But how do we get there?
So,
What are some of the specific techniques he suggests?
well, he talks a lot about the power of breath work.
Okay, breath work.
Yeah, it's something we often take for granted.
Yeah.
But our breath is a direct link to our nervous system.
I've heard that before.
Right.
I never really understood how it works. I mean, we're always breathing, right?
Right, but usually we're breathing unconsciously.
Okay.
He recommends specific breathing exercises
Okay.
that can calm the nervous system, reduce stress hormones,
Okay.
and increase heart coherence.
So it's like a workout for our nervous system.
Exactly.
Okay.
And just like any workout, it takes practice.
Right.
But the more you do it,
Yeah.
the easier it becomes to shift into that calm, coherent state.
This is starting to make sense.
Good.
What other tools does he offer?
So meditation is another key technique.
Okay.
He talks about meditation as a way to become familiar with your old self.
Okay.
So you can start recognizing those negative thought patterns
Right.
and consciously choose something different.
So it's not just about emptying your mind and chanting.
Not exactly.
Okay.
It's about becoming aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment
Okay.
and gently guiding your mind back to the present moment.
Okay.
Think of it like training a puppy.
Oh, I like that.
It takes repetition,
Yeah.
patience,
Yeah.
and consistency.
So we have to keep bringing our attention back to the present moment,
Yes,
even when our mind wanders.
exactly.
Okay.
And he suggests different types of meditation.
Okay.
Sitting, walking, even lying down.
Okay.
It's about finding what works best for you
Right.
and incorporating it into your daily routine.
Okay. I'm getting the picture. We're talking breathwork meditation.
Yeah.
Anything else?
He also talks about the power of visualization.
Oh, visualization.
Yeah, he suggests closing your eyes and imagining yourself living your dream,
Okay.
feeling the emotions as if it's already happened.
Okay.
He calls this
Yeah.
mental rehearsal.
So like those athletes who visualize themselves winning the race
Precisely.
before they even step on the track.
Yeah, by mentally rehearsing your desired reality,
Right?
you're actually creating new neural pathways in your brain
Wow.
that support that reality.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But isn't that just wishful thinking?
Well,
How does that actually change anything in the real world?
it's not just wishful thinking. It's about creating a powerful, energetic blueprint
Okay.
that the universe can respond to.
Okay.
Remember, he emphasizes that our thoughts and feelings have an energetic frequency.
Right.
When you combine clear intention with elevated emotion, you're sending out a strong signal that attracts your desires.
So to recap, we're learning to regulate our brain waves, increase heart coherence, manage stress practice, breath work, meditate, and visualize.
You got it.
That's a lot to take in.
It is.
But it sounds like a pretty incredible set of tools.
It is. And what's even more remarkable is that he says we can use these tools to create not just abundance in our lives, but also to facilitate healing.
Healing.
Yes.
Like physical healing.
He emphasizes that the process is similar.
Okay.
We have to change our thoughts, feelings, and energy
Okay.
to literally create a new reality in our bodies.
I can see how that might work on a mental and emotional level, but how can it possibly affect our physical bodies?
Think of it this way. Our cells are constantly regenerating.
Right.
They're being influenced by our internal environment, our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs.
Okay.
If we're constantly bombarding them with stress hormones and negativity,
Right.
they're going to reflect that.
So by changing our internal state, we can actually create a more healing environment for our cells?
Exactly.
Wow.
And he talks about cases of people who have healed themselves from serious illnesses by changing their internal state.
Wow.
He tells this incredible story about a man who was on the verge of suicide.
Oh, wow.
After multiple attempts, completely broke and hopeless.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
So what happened to him?
So through diligently applying these techniques, he not only healed himself mentally and emotionally,
Okay.
but also turned his life around financially.
Wow.
He went on to create massive wealth,
Wow, that's incredible.
proving that transformation is possible,
Yeah.
even in the darkest of times.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
Not everyone is going to experience such dramatic results.
Right.
Is this something anyone can do?
So he's very clear that it's not a quick fix.
Okay.
It takes commitment, dedication, and a willingness to do the inner work.
Right.
But he believes everyone has the potential to tap into this power.
So it's not about becoming some perfectly positive person overnight.
Not at all.
Okay.
He's very realistic about the process.
Okay.
He acknowledges that change can be uncomfortable, especially in the beginning.
Right.
You're going to face those deeply ingrained patterns,
Yeah.
those cravings to go back to what's familiar, even if it's not serving you,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I know that feeling. It's like my brain is fighting me every step of the way when I try to change a bad habit.
Exactly, and that's why he emphasizes the importance of practice.
Okay.
He says the more we change,
Yeah.
the more evidence of that change we should see in our lives,
Right.
which keeps us motivated.
So it's not about being perfect. It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
Got it.
And that's what makes the journey so exciting.
I love that.
You start to see those tangible results, those synchronicities showing up.
Right.
And it reinforces your belief
Yeah.
that this stuff really works.
This is all starting to click for me now. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about creating a whole new state of being.
You got it.
Okay.
It's about taking control of your thoughts, feelings, and energy to create the reality you desire.
Wow.
And he gives you the tools to do just that. Yeah, it really is about rewiring your brain for a whole new reality.
And it sounds like he's saying we can apply this to any area of our lives.
Absolutely. He talks about how we could even use these techniques to shift our relationship with money.
Oh, interesting.
You know, so many people operate from a place of lack, always focusing on what they don't have.
Which, if I'm understanding this correctly, actually pushes abundance further away.
Yeah, you're catching on quickly. That scarcity mindset creates a negative frequency that repels abundance.
Oh.
He encourages us to shift our focus to what we do have, to cultivate gratitude for the blessings in our lives,
Okay.
and start believing we're worthy of receiving more.
So instead of stressing about bills, I should be appreciating the roof over my head.
Yes. And he even suggests this fascinating exercise. Ask yourself, how would a wealthy person think, feel, and act? And then start embodying those qualities even if you don't have a lot of money yet.
So fake it till you make it, but with a deeper energetic twist.
Exactly. It's about aligning your energy with the frequency of wealth and abundance.
And then watch for like the synchronicity to start showing up.
Yes.
Those seemingly random events that perfectly align with your desires.
Like when you're thinking about someone and they suddenly call.
Yeah, exactly.
Those aha moments are signs you're on the right track.
Right.
He says to pay attention to them, trust you're being guided, and keep moving forward with faith.
This is making me think about all those times I've dismissed those coincidences.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be paying more attention.
It's definitely worth considering. And another point he emphasizes is the importance of giving.
Oh, giving.
True abundance isn't just about accumulating wealth. It's about sharing it, making a difference.
It's like that saying, the more you give, the more you receive.
It's giving. Giving freely and generously opens us up to receive even more. It's about shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, knowing there's always enough to go around.
That makes sense. It's like when you hold on too tightly to something, you actually block the flow.
Precisely. And he also talks about self-regulation, learning to manage our emotions so we're not constantly reacting to life's ups and downs.
Like when someone cuts you off in traffic and you just lose it?
Yes, when we react emotionally, we give our power away to external circumstances.
Oh.
But when we learn to regulate our emotions, we become masters of our own energy.
Right.
We can choose to respond from a place of peace and wisdom.
Easier said than done, right?
Of course.
I mean, we're human.
He acknowledges that he says it takes practice, and we're going to fall off the wagon sometimes.
Right.
Get triggered and react in old ways.
I find that really reassuring.
Yeah.
It's not about being perfect. It's about progress.
Exactly. He encourages us to be gentle with ourselves, see those moments as learning opportunities, and keep coming back to that state of presence and coherence.
And what I love is that he shares his own personal experiences with this.
Yeah.
He's open about the fact that he's had to work on managing his own emotional reactions, especially when things get tough.
It makes him so much more relatable.
Yeah.
He's not some guru on a mountaintop.
Yeah.
He's right here with us, navigating the same ups and downs.
It shows that this is a real human process.
It is. And ultimately, his work is about empowering us to realize the incredible power we have within to change our lives, heal ourselves, and create the reality we desire.
It's about remembering we're not victims of our circumstances. We're not limited by our past, and we have the ability to choose a different future.
He's reminding us that we are conscious creators responsible for our thoughts, feelings, and actions.
Powerful.
It's time to start living with intention, purpose, and joy.
What a powerful message. I'm feeling so inspired. This deep dive has really opened my eyes to a whole new way of thinking.
I'm glad to hear that. So take what you've learned from his insights and start applying them in your own life.
Okay.
Start small. Be patient. Trust the process.
And remember, you have the power to change your life, to heal, to create abundance, to experience joy, and to live a life that's truly aligned with your soul's purpose.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey of exploring the power of your mind.